I sang and played for 9 hours on Saturday. So we celebrate St. Patrick's Day. It's kind of still there. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. How's everybody doing? You guys ready to party? Oh, come on, you can do better. Yeah, you ready to party? Okay. Those sheets that were handed out, we're going to be doing some singing, and I am going to need all the help I can get. This is gig number 7 for me. I spent Saturday down in Galena, in a pub down there, and I played and I sang for 9 hours. So I still got some voice left. So I'm going to need your help on the songs when we get there, okay? And I'll get you started with all those. The rest of the guys here will be playing some tunes for you, some jigs, some reels, some hornpipes, polkas. Okay, so we'll get everybody going. Feel free to clap. If you want to dance, hey, it's St. Patrick's Day, go for it. Okay, you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, we are Grand Old Day, and we'll be playing some tunes for you in a minute.
Oh. I really kind of feel like he said everything that's on this little sheet. But these are 5 friends that have been playing local and distant Irish sessions for many years. 3 years ago, they brought their instruments together and their talents together to form this band. And I kind of like to take credit for discovering y'all in terms of the senior center thing, because Marilyn is my neighbor, and I asked if they would maybe come and play, and they did, and they were a hit. As you can see, this is one of our best attended events, and so we're always grateful that you'll come back and play for us. And so my last thing I have to say, we always need to know how many people enjoy the senior center. If you didn't check in, please do so on the way out. And if you're not somebody who regularly checks in, you can sign in on the sheet so we can count heads and tell everybody how important the senior center is. Okay, so thank you so much for being here, and guys, enjoy Grand Old Day.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, okay. Okay. 3, 4.
smiles out there, and that's why we like to play this music. It puts smiles on our faces and obviously your faces and faces too. Next, we're going to do a couple of reels, which is another kind of Irish dance. All these different Irish music is made for different Irish dance, which is the main tradition. Musicians are just there to supplement the dancing. Not yet. Okay, here's a set of reels.
There we go.
Okay, you guys ready to say? This is a polka, breeches full of stitches, and the two lines you'll see on the sheet are all those breeches full of stitches, all those breeches full of holes. It's a real easy song to sing. Wait till we get to the harder ones. So you guys ready? If you want to stand up in polka, stand in polka, clap your hands, stomp your feet, whoop and holler. Okay. You guys ready? Let's go for it. Ready to sing? breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. Come on, guys, you can sing louder than that. I need your help. All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. Come on, you can clap louder than that. Come on. There we go. This is all yours now. All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. All right. One more. We'll go one more time. I'm watching. How did you go? All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. Thank you very much. We got more songs coming, so get ready. I'm gonna make you work today.
Okay, so that was a polka. How many people knew that there's Irish polkas? Everybody knows about German polkas. Yeah, polkas are all over the world. So now we're going to feature Marilyn and Brian doing another set of jigs. the second of those two tunes is called Geese in the Bog, and it just reminds me of watching geese out there. I don't know, just the way the tune is set up. It sounds like geese landing on the bog. And now that the lakes are open, we'll be seeing a lot of geese showing up soon. Sorry we don't have a nice spring day like we did last Friday. We're back to winter again, it feels
Was
like.
anybody out and about last Friday? Oh, my Lord.
Lovely.
That was hot. That felt really hot.
Okay, now we got a little treat for you. And maybe Brian, once he gets his instrument tuned up, this weather does crazy stuff to wooden instruments. So he'll be tuned up in a minute, and maybe he can tell you a little bit about this unique instrument that he has.
Oh, well, okay, I'll continue.
Oh, okay.
This is called an Irish bouzouki. It is ancestors, the Greek bouzouki, if any of you are familiar with the Greek and all and instruments from that movie, but it's or Monty Python sketches or something. But it got very popular. It came over to Ireland in the 1960s, the Greek bouzouki, and became a very popular instrument, slightly retuned, and over time evolved into this particular shape. Looks like a very large mandolin. Both Greek bouzouki and Irish bouzouki are mandolin family. So, a very good example of instruments sort of making their way around the world sometimes. So. And maybe they'll invent one that doesn't go out of tune. So he's got 10 strings he's got to tune.
Is in the mandolin family, from what I understand, but mandolin family is usually 8 strings, and Brian has a 10 string, so it's a super unique instrument, and I just love the sound of it. And this next tune, you're really going to be able to hear how nice it sounds.
Okay, here we go.
We can had a little too much coffee today. That's just natural. He's so talented. He took off like a racehorse. And it's nice to be pushed. You go to some of these Irish sessions, and sometimes the music really gets rolling. And that was a lovely set. Okay, now next. Oh, we're gonna do a song again.
We're gonna do a song, and I believe Will is going to
I'm
lead
supposed to
us.
lead this thing. I
Yeah.
can point out that I'm not very good at remembering all this stuff, so I got it written down over here.
Do you wanna use the microphone?
Do I need a mic?
Does he need a mic?
Do I need a mic? Sure. Is there a mic?
There you go, right here. Will, right behind you.
Do you think, yeah?
Yes, they said sure.
They said yes? Okay,
Yes.
well, I'm gonna hear it again. Okay.
Does he need a hearing?
Okay. Well, anyways, this is Molly Malone. It's, Molly Malone was,
Will,
what? No?
This will work. Right up there. Want me to hold it for you? Would that be easier?
Shove it in my mouth?
No. Would that be easier?
Hello, folks. Okay, this is a story about Molly Malone, who is a great hero of Dublin City, and they have a statue of her in downtown, and she is well appreciated for her walking around with a cart selling fish stuff. And, I don't think that's the way they explain it. Anyway, it's in the song, you can hear about this. She's a very pretty woman, and people like her a whole lot. And in fact, later on, my wife told me not to tell the full story of Molly Malone, so we'll let
Let somebody else
somebody
tell
else
it.
tell it later after it's over. 'Cause it's X-rated, anyways. The wife is in control. What?
I think you can sing without it.
Oh, I would like to sing without it.
Okay.
Because you're gonna sing this one too. I think you gotta really sheets it. Okay, anyway, are you ready, guys?
Brian's gonna start it out.
You're gonna start, so I step, don't step on it. I'm not gonna dance.
There's your note. There's your note.
I'll lead your in Dublin's fair city. Is that where the girls? Am I good?
Yes, good.
In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty.
I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. Real narrow, the streets are narrow, trying goggles and muscles, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, trying goggles and muscles, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger and sure was no wonder, for so were her father and mother before. They rolled through their barrels through the streets wide and narrow, carrying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, carrying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Died of a fever and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. As rose through her barrel, through the streets wide and narrow, and cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, and cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, and cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh.
The rest of the story.
Well, he's pretty close on, it's pretty close on the X-rated part, so. Okay, how many have been to Dublin? Anybody? Anybody here? Did you see the statue?
Yes.
Did you notice anything in particular about this? There is an old saying that statue of Molly Malone will bring you luck. But you have to do one thing to get that luck. This is where I got, let's see. No, you don't have to kiss her. If you walk up to the statue, put your hand on her left. Thank you. And you rub the left. It will bring you good luck. That is the full story of Molly Malone. So you could probably figure out really who Molly Malone was if you think really hard. So, what are we up to next?
Mickey Callahan.
Wilson.
Yes.
No.
This is a set that will start out with a hornpipe.
We got rules on this one.
Yeah. And then it'll go into 3 reels.
learned that set a month ago, and it's become one of our favorite. We like it a lot. How about another set of polkas? This is Wisconsin.
Yes,
We love polkas in Wisconsin.
These are not Polish polkas.
no,
Not
but
Polish
that's okay.
polkas,
It's
Irish
still one,
polkas,
two,
and you're
three,
gonna
and
do
one,
it.
two,
And
three.
we're gonna feature Will again,
Oh, that one.
on,
Yeah.
you wanna tell them a little bit about your box?
Box that had all these things in it. It's lots of sounds.
About it.
It's like an accordion, push pull, where you breathe in and out on a harmonica. And it gets real interesting, especially if you have two rollers, one of the key of, I don't have a two roller here, but,
Just tell them about the one roll.
we'll just talk about it this way. The two roll, where you can play one in just the key of B and the key of C, which means you have all the notes. And it gets real interesting, trying to figure out where you can put your fingers. This one's easy. What's it, huh? They gotta start it.
over here in between tunes, he gives a little hut, or sometimes he just looks at us and gives a nod. And that's a signal for us that it's time to switch tunes. So that was a set of 3 polkas. And what you do with linking these different tunes together is you cannot miss a beat. And Terry, I haven't introduced the band, so Terry, he runs the beat and speed and stuff over here with his drum. Really important part. And this is Marilyn on the concertina. She's kind of holding this instrument down here. Some of you probably can't even see it, but it's a critical part of the band. Here we go.
Very similar to Will's accordion in that it has bellows, and I get 2 notes per button. So it's like a harmonica in that way too. There's reeds in there that the air flows over, and that's how I get my sound.
I don't know how she keeps track. That's a really difficult instrument to play. Whether you're pushing it or pulling it, you get different notes. I'm Tom on the fiddle, Will on the whistle, and button box, and this is Brian on the Irish bouzouki and guitar.
The whistle is a D whistle, it's the key of D, but you can also play it in the key of G by half holding things, just get a little air pass through and cut it off a little bit. Then you also play in the key of A, and most tunes in Celtic music seem to be in A and G and D. But you can also play in the key of C, and there's some people who can play in any key they want by just half holding here and there. It takes a bit of a trick to get some of the other things, but I can do those 3 main Celtic colors and sometimes the key of C if I have to.
I've tried taking up this instrument a few times in my life, and it looks like a simple instrument. It is really difficult to play.
Well, I think so.
Well, you've been doing it for 40 years.
No, but okay.
But it's a really, another critical part. Kind of some original instruments in Irish music's been around for 400 or 500 years probably. And whistle is one of the original instruments. Violin's one of the original. Brian's is kind of a new introduction to Celtic music, isn't
About
it?
50 years old.
Probably has been with Irish music 50 years. Bowron's been around forever. Is concertina an old instrument?
Since the mid-1800s.
That's a while.
Yeah, that's why.
We're gonna change the pace up now, and with the hopes of spring coming back again. We talked about Geese on the Bog earlier, and this one's called The Butterfly. It's a really old tune. It's really, we love playing it. Will's throwing in new stuff all the time. That's why I get a big smile on my face during the middle of the tune. He's throwing in trills and triplets and all kinds of fancy ornaments. And it's,
So it may look calm and controlled, but it's complete chaos.
Okay, you guys ready to sing some more? There we go. Okay, this song, Tell Me Ma, you guys have probably heard like the Irish Rovers and all them do it. It's basically a children's song, is where it started from. It was a nursery rhyme. Way back, I think it was originally written in probably the 1700s. So it's a pretty old song. Some of the verses, different bands, different musicians have changed some of the verses. The one that we're doing today, the verses that we're singing are from the Irish Rovers. So you should be able to remember that one. You guys ready?
yeah.
Yes.
Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair, they stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is a courtin', 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. Oh, they're ringing the bell, oh my true love, are you well? Out she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers, bells on her toes. Old Lady Murray says she'll die, doesn't get the bell with the broken eye. Tell me, Mom, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Hold my hand, they stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is a fortune, 1, 2, 3. Please don't tell me who is she. And the rain and the hail blow high, the snow come falling from the sky. She's as sweet as apple pie, she'll get her own land by and by. When she gets a land of her own, she won't come out when she gets home. Let them all come as they will, Albert Mooney she loves still. When I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. My hair is full, my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is fortune, 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? Everyone's going, let's go, one more time. Tell me, Mom, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair, they stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is a fortune, 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? Okay, those of you that said you were in Ireland, I think I can talk loud enough. How many have been to the Cliffs of Moher? Ooh. Was it raining when you were there? Yeah, pretty much. That's all it does. Okay, the next tune we're going to do is called the Cliffs of Moher. With the baron, I am going to try to be the water going against the cliffs, and all the other instruments are going to be the wind, the birds. So if you've been to the Cliffs of Moher, if you close your eyes, hopefully you can see it as we're playing. And yes, it was probably raining. Nice rains there. the Titanic? Okay, do you remember when they were down the bottom of the ship and they had all that dancing and that band playing? Well, the band went on to become Gaelic Storm. How many have heard of Gaelic Storm? How many went to go see them on Saturday, a week ago? Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Okay, so next one I'm going to do is John Ryan's polka. I want you clapping, I want you hooping, and I want you hollering, just like in the movie. But I'm going to be playing it on a different drum. How many know what a cajon is? It's a box drum, that's all it is. It's a simple box with a couple snares up in the corner. So you guys ready? We're ready. If you want to stand up and clap and jump up and down, go for it.
Now's your chance.
Now's your chance. What's an exercise?
Yay!
Okay, you guys ready? Yep. Okay, I need your help on this one. Come on, get this sit. There we go. You got it. You ready? Follow that guy right there. Oh, I gotta do it when I do it. Ready?
Spanish translation, House.